My neighbor keeps knocking on my door at 317. I think I know why. When I first moved here 6 months ago, I thought I'd finally found peace. A quiet cul-de-sac, retirees, trimming hedges, kids riding bikes until the streetlights came on. Everything about it felt safe, almost staged, like the kind of neighborhood that only exists in movies. The house next door belonged to Mr. Wilkins. He's in his 70s, widowed, and meticulous about his lawn. He introduced himself on the first day, extending a trembling hand with a surprisingly strong grip. His yard was filled with neat rows of tomato plants and creeping vines, and he told me, with a kind of quiet pride, that he had been tending this soil for half a century. At first, he was just kind and harmless. He'd shuffle over with baskets of cucumbers and tomatoes, sometimes jars of homemade pickles. From the garden, he would say, smiling in a way that made the wrinkles around his eyes deepen. He always seemed a little lonely, eager to linger at the fence and talk about the good old days. That was before the knocking started. The first time was about 3 weeks ago. I woke suddenly, with that strange prickling sense that pulls you out of a dream. Then came 3 knocks. Slow. Deliberate. I lay frozen in bed, heart pounding. Check the time, 3:17 a.m. I told myself it was probably a tree branch or maybe some drunk teenager screwing around. But then it happened again the next night. When I crept to the door and peeked through the peephole, my stomach turned to ice. It was Mr. Wilkins. He wasn't banging like someone desperate for help. He just stood there in his robe, his eyes fixed on the door, his knuckles rapping 3 precise times. His face was blank, unblinking, waiting. I didn't open it. I didn't even breathe. Eventually, he shuffled away. The next morning, I almost convinced myself I'd been dreaming. But then came night 3, and 4, and 5. Always at 3:17. Always 3 knocks. By the 6th night, I couldn't take it anymore. I pulled the blinds tight, shoved a chair under the doorknob, and lay in bed gripping a kitchen knife. Sure enough, right on time, the knocks came. I wanted to scream, to fling the door open and demand to know what the hell he was doing, but something about the rhythm of it, unnaturally steady and inhumanly calm, kept me frozen in place. The worst part was that I swear I heard him whisper something between the knocks. Too soft to make out, like he was talking to the wood itself. Yesterday, I finally tried to confront him in daylight. I found him pruning roses by his porch. I forced a laugh, like it was a joke. Hey, weird question, but you haven't been knocking on my door in the middle of the night, have you? He looked up at me, his expression pleasant but unreadable. Can't say I have, he said. Then he chuckled softly. Maybe you've just been dreaming. This house of yours is old. Old houses make noises. And just like that, he went back to his roses. But last night was different. At 3:17, I heard the knocks again. Only this time, when I peeked through the peephole, he was smiling. Not the friendly smile he wore when offering me tomatoes. This was something else. Thin, stretched, hungry. And when I backed away from the door, heart hammering, I heard it clear as day. A whisper. My name.